What is up, you guys? The Retro Gamer here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to build a very effective lens adjuster for very cheap. They can be very expensive online, and this is a very cheap solution. And I'm going to show you how it works, and it's mainly meant for vacuum sealed tubes, but I'll explain that here in a second. So let's get right into it. So I don't know how well you can see me here. Probably can't see my face, but you can at least see this. Okay? So these are two pieces of 1/4-inch thick plexiglass, and in between is actually a 2-inch inner diameter toilet bowl washer. That's right. It's very spongy. Well, not too spongy, but spongy that I can press it just a little bit. And as you can see, in this 1/4-inch plexiglass, I have some holes drilled, 3 to be exact. And if you want the dimensions for this, guys, they're 2.5 by 1.5, and just keep going, so on and so forth. Okay? And yeah, that's basically it. And you can see I just used a special drill bit. You want a tile cutting bit, a glass cutting bit, not a regular drill bit, you'll crack it. So tile cutting bit is what you're looking for when you want this hole. This is 25 millimeters, because that's the typical lens size. Now, what I do is I put the lens right here, flat up against it, and then I just JB weld it on. If it's a lens, try not to get the JB weld obviously on the lens, but if it's just a mirror where it's reflecting everything back, you can cover the whole thing just so it sticks to this. And then the other hole is where the laser beam light will come in and hit the lens and then come back out. Now, the reason mine are designed like this was because I had this glued to a piece of PVC which was airtight, and then it could let the light in here, because if it was plexiglass and CO2 beam was hitting it, it would be like black. So I had to have a hole here. So it would be glued here, hole here, hits the lens, comes back out. Now, the reason you even have these in the first place is because the laser light, if it's just a little bit crooked, that'll over just a minimal distance, that can spread out so much compared to where it was coming in at. And if you want to amplify your beam, that's not a good solution. So with this, basically, I'll show you how to do this here. You take a screw and put it in, and then just take a washer to tighten that just a little bit, not very tight, just a little firm. And be consistent throughout all your sides. Okay, not going to be perfect, and that's the point of this. Okay, now, if you ever put this in like a sink and then just submerge it without these holes in it, obviously, it'll stay perfectly airtight in the middle, but that's not necessarily important for something you're doing. So if you shine a laser in here and the light's coming out at the top, then you can adjust these 2 bottom screws just a little tiny bit and then put it back in its spot. And the best part is you can adjust like individual ones to get really precise angles. So that's pretty much it, guys. Even if you don't use this design, take something away from it. You can do stuff like this, and you don't have to spend all that money on expensive equipment, even though it's like more practical or whatever. Use this kind of technology. Your brain. It helps a lot, and something like this saved me a lot of money compared to probably $200 or $300 just for one of these. Instead, this cost me $10 to make. So yeah, use your brain, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video.